With the U.S. mediating, Russia and Ukraine have agreed to stop using force in the Black Sea. The U.S. and Russia also came to terms on ensuring access to Russian agricultural goods and fertilizer exports.
러시아와 우크라이나가 미국의 중재 속에 흑해에서의 무력 사용 중단의 뜻을 같이 했습니다. 미국과 러시아는 러시아의 농산물과 비료 수출 접근을 확인하는 데에도 합의했습니다. Okay, so there is a Black Sea ceasefire, and this meeting took place in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
And there's also mention of Russia wanting to lift the sanctions on food and fertilizer. Tell us more.
Yes, there are a few conditions that were agreed upon. First, they agreed on the safe navigation, the movement in the Black Sea, and a ceasefire. So stopping the use of force, right?
Yes.
So no more fighting.
Yeah.
However, Russia wants extra conditions.
Okay.
The first thing that they want is their agricultural products. They want to be able to export them again.
Yes.
And the other thing, maybe the biggest one, are financial sanctions. They want lifted. 네, 금융 제재 많은데요. 그 제재를 완화하는 것을 원하는 거예요.
Okay.
So they want those to be softened so that they can start to trade and interact in the international financial system.
Right, because at the beginning of the war, all the Western, countries, a lot of the countries basically just stopped everything.
Right.
Right?
So if they need resources outside of their country, it's been harder for them to get them.
Okay, very good. And then also there is some issue about when the ceasefire will take place.
Yeah.
The date?
So there are a few different agreements that have been made, and there hasn't been an agreement on what the start date is.
Okay.
So Ukraine thinks it should be the 25th. They signed the agreement on the 25th.
Okay.
So they think it should be there. However, this extra agreement that they make, Russia says, no. First, we want the sanctions lifted.
Ah, I see. So there's, okay.
맞아요. 먼저 그 금융 체제를 없애야 이제 시작되는
Then
거죠.
we will sign.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so they're going to have to work that out. Now, in midst of all of this, U.S. was the one that mediated these talks, right? Mediated the meeting. So the word mediate, mediate, is 뭐 중재하다. They were in the middle,
Yes.
right? Trying to figure things out.
Right. This MED word means to be in the middle.
Right.
So we have small, medium, large, right?
That's right.
So this is whenever someone is in the middle, maybe there's a negotiation and they're helping everyone to come to an agreement.
Okay. All right. So, of course, medius is the Latin word for middle. So when you see words like medium or mediocre, that's just kind of like, you know, in the middle.
Or even media.
Media,
매체, right?
Yes, that's right. Okay. And of course, fertilizer is also important too. They want that lifted. And fertilizer is 필요.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let me read that again. With the U.S. mediating, Russia and Ukraine have agreed to stop using force in the Black Sea. The U.S. and Russia also came to terms on ensuring access to Russian agricultural goods and fertilizer exports.